Hello students, I hope you all are doing absolutely good. This is Uma Vidoshi, your English teacher, and today we are going to learn about phrasal verbs. So without wasting much time, let's begin today's class and let's know what is phrasal verbs. What are phrasal verbs? A phrasal verb is a verb plus a preposition or adverb which creates a meaning different from the original verb. Let's see few examples. I ran into my teacher at the movies last night. Now what is the meaning of ran into? So run plus into means meet. So I meet my teacher at the movies last night. He ran away when he was 15. Now here we have used another preposition away with the verb run. What does it mean? It means leave home. He leave home when he was 15. So as you can see that phrasal verb can be formed by adding different particles to a verb. That particle can be a preposition or an adverb. Let's see few more examples. Put off. Put is a verb. Off is a particle over here. So I put off my trip, which means I postponed my trip. The particle looks like a preposition, but it does not function as a preposition, right? Like for example, if we say he woke up at 6:30 a.m. The stranger woke him up. Here the verb and the particle have the same meaning, up. Okay. Now what are these particles? So particles are the part of verb phrase and they often change the meaning of the verb. Like he looked up at the skyscraper. So here up is a preposition. He looked up a word in her dictionary. Here up is a particle. Looked up means to search. Right? So every time it's not necessary that the particles are functioning as a preposition. It is a preposition but it doesn't functions as a preposition. Now when you use the same verb with a different particles, the meaning changes. Like put off. So put off means to postpone. Put on. Put on means to cover your body with clothes. Put away, which means to put something in its original place. Put back, it means to return something in its original place. So as you can notice here that we have used the same verb in all four, but all the particles are changed in with every word. And because of the change in the particles, their meanings also changes, right? Now some phrasal verbs have more than one meaning. For example, keep on. Keep on means to continue and it also means not to remove something. Take off. Take off means to remove and take off also means to leave. Now here are some more examples of phrasal verbs and I hope these words are going to be very helpful for you for further sentence formation. Like give up. Give up means abandon. Turn out, which means produce. Carry on. Continue. Put off means postpone. Turn down, which means reject. Look after means take care of. Get at, which means attain. Call at, which means visit. Bring up, it means train to do work. Call on, It means a brief visit to. And the last one, put on, which means to wear. Now students, here is first practice exercise for you, where you have to use the suitable phrasal verbs which are given here in the bracket. Okay, the options here are give up, put off, look after, put on and call on. Now the sentences I am reading for you. First you have to do it by yourself, then we will match the answer. She dash a new dress. I dash hurry in the absence of his father. You must dash smoking. I will dash you at evening today. The match has been dash until tomorrow because of bad weather. Now I guess you all have already guessed what phrasal verb you have to use with these particular sentences. Yes, now let's match the answer. She put on a new dress. Put on means to wear. I look after Hari in the absence of his father. So look after means to take care of. He must give up smoking. Give up means to leave. I will call on you at evening today. Call on means to meet. The match has been put off until tomorrow because of bad weather. So put off means postpone or to stop. Okay. So students, what we have learned today? In today's class, we learned that phrasal verbs are very important for learners. Why? Because they are so prevalent in everyday spoken and written language. It is easy to guess their meaning because the verb and the particle keep their usual meaning at you need to learn. So I hope you have enjoyed this session and learned many more things about phrasal verbs. Many examples are also given in your book. So you can just go through your books and some worksheets to practice more about phrasal verbs. And the best way to learn these phrasal verbs by using it in our daily conversation or in daily communication. So that's all in today's class. Thank you so much for being with me. Good day. Goodbye.